Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Всем шалом, дамы и господа. Продолжаем проходить Алана Уэйка. Потихонечку.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Чуть кофеварку. Сейчас пойдем, сейчас все сделаем. Все для тебя, дорогая, все для тебя.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Изучить макеты. Окей, пойдем изучим. Почему бы, собственно, нет?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on
Хуевато,
now,
когда ты
please.
настолько боишься.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Так, что-то с мышью не так. Как-то рисковато. Ну да ладно. Брусоплавника что?
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Без проблем. Не люблю блядскую рыбалку. Мадам, ну ты шо?
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Бля, бабка
Mr.
шарит.
Wake,
Ау.
the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
И правильно делала, что она...
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Все, закончила. Бабка за что-то шарила. И это замечательно. А? Термос.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Стаки пиздец. И этот пиздец ему устроил я. Потому что он хотел мне устроить пиздец.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Да. Иду. Что читать? Ричард Баух, Брюс Данский, Джейкоб Миллер. Не вернулись вовремя из туристического похода и не выходят на связь. Если вы видели их или вам известно их местоположение, позвоните по номеру 555-9932. Спасибо. Да не за что. Разыскивается мужчина, пропал без вести 20.06.07 года. Отличительные признаки. Мастер убеждать в состязании. Побеждать в состязании. Да.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Okay. You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
Окей. Сейчас ходим, подышим воздухом. Пойдем жену.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Lights on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Ну, пиздец тебе получается. Не будет тут светло.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Так, если это музыка, то мы сразу вырубим.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Не-не-не, нет. Валим нахуй отсюда. Потому что авторские права за жопу кусают.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Ну, я надеюсь, что я мало...
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Залезешь, нет? Спасибо. Ну, пойдемте к шерифу.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have.
Ну, считай, я тебе чуть-чуть жизнь спас.
Regrettable.
Будешь
They are
должен.
not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Окей. Пойдем так. Так, надо сначала осмотреться. И я сделал правильно. Термос. Нету записочек. Потому что они могут валяться в неожиданных местах. Закрыто. Закрыто. Ну, чё? Скелет колумбийского мамонта. Эта особь, возраст которой по оценкам составляет около 14 тысяч лет, была найдена в асфальтовых озерах Ла Брея в 1981 году. В 1998 году он был подарен национальному парку Эдвуд, когда колумбийский мамонт стал государственным ископаемым штата Вашингтон. Его нарекли кривозубым Чарли, и с тех пор он является официальным талисманом парка. Замечательно. Это не мой листик. Ладно, пойдем к егерю. Это ж егерь. Тут нихуяшеньки.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Сейчас все запомним.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Так, подписать бланк. Давай, подписывай, Алан. Воды.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Да, если это только делать не ночью,
If you have any trouble
и
finding
когда...
it, just keep your eyes on the radio
Что?
mast. It's right below that.
И когда непонятно, как он шароебится в этом лесу.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until
Ой,
you
иди
pointed
ты
the
в жопу,
flashlight at
Барри,
him.
блядь.
You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded... That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the
Пистолета у
natives,
меня
Al.
нет, это
These
замечательно.
yokels are
Пойдем налегке.
dangerous. Everybody hates a
Будем
tourist,
бегать.
or it'll be deliverance all
Так,
over again.
надо осмотреться. Будь здоров, Барри. Закрыто. Почему вечно в домах моих все нахер закрыто? Не, Барри я без света не оставлю.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here.
Блин, прикольный
Spores,
домик,
poison
смотришь?
ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a
Ну ладно.
15% commission.
Пора выдвигаться. Потихонечку, не торопись.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Ты самое главное свет включи. Чтоб тьма тебя не забрала к себе. А вот и листик. Через сколько их уже собрал? Мало. Ну что ж, я микрофон-то трогаю.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Ладно, пойдем пешочком.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Да, жену надо спасать. И это никак не отговаривается. Итачи. Только без музыки, пожалуйста.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Все. Нахер эту вашу музыку. Будем. О, пистолет, кстати, дали. Будем. Ты меня не напугаешь? Ну, чуть-чуть. Если только чуть-чуть. Все ебать. Все обследуем, все посмотрим. Неторопливо. Все равно я не думаю, что меня тут может что-то напугать. Угу.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
Блин, по-моему... Не, это надолго. Блять, интересно.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one. So,
надо будет потом нарезки сделать. Перепройти нарезку сделать, да, как видео выпустить после. Что? Так, давайте вороны без этого. Они, как я помню, больно кусаются. Так. Угу. Спасибо. Контрольная точка достигнута. Это замечательно. Еще одно. Это не письмо, это получается страница рукописи. Попробуем все страницы найти. Если получится, будет прям очень сильно замечательно. Ой, Алла, ну какой же ты задохлик, слушай.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Я бегу, Расти. О, по-моему, сейчас будет такой охрененный момент.
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help!
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Да, по-моему, Расти не дождется меня.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
А, не дождется. Ну, судя по касцене, не дождался бы меня Расти.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Что, прости? О, замечательно. И еще одно. Алан может не торопиться. Да всего лишь человек не при смерти. О май. Где ружья? Где это все?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Что?
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Так, пацаны. Ладно, вот пиздец. Так, давай, Алан, перезаряжайся. Собаку забрали, пидоры.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted
for those prisoners who purchase a park license. Obey
the park ranger's instructions.
At all.
Прости.
Rusty, no!
Never.
No approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves. Never approach any other wildlife closer than
А я тут пустым.
Pets must be leashed.
Расти. Ты со своим топориком идешь нахер.
Against the wall.
To remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park.
Ты меня не проведешь, Расти.
This includes even
Сюда иди. Место побыть. Пока, Расти. Адиос, Расти. Так, все забрали. Идем до... Так, Подсон. Твоя очередь. Пока. Все, никого нет. Перезаряжаемся, забираем патроны и идем дальше. Ой. Ты меня все равно не напугаешь. Не напугаешь. Суэт. И контрольная тачка. Давай с Ситу поговорим.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Барри, да я сама осторожность. Осторожнее меня нету никого. Так посчитать мы не умеем, значит обойдем. Угу. Тут есть ровным счетом ничего. Угу. Ладно, пойдем по тропинке. Может быть, что-нибудь да увидим. Типа вот рукописи. Хе. О, контрольная точка еще одна. Сегодня прям день контрольных точек. Да, патроны я не могу взять, но если что, мы знаем, куда, если что, бежать. Если у нас закончатся патроны. Кто стоит? Нет, никто не стоит. Ага. Оленей кормить нельзя, но мы не
Lover's
будем.
Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Так. Погоди. Давай сюда сходим. Да. Да. Сюда-то мне и нужно заглянуть. Ля, красиво так, ага. Далеко еще? Угу. Угу. Замечательно. Дробовичок. Угу. Что нашел-то моя? Угу. Дробовик — это замечательно. Кто дышит? А вот теперь идем по тропиночке. Также не кормим оленей. Угу. Чак-чак, пацан. Блять, а тебя я не заметил. Так все. Давай. Еще чуть-чуть. Ага. Не на того напали. Не на того писателя вы напали, пацаны. Так. Тут ни хера нет. Тут тоже есть от слова ничего. Идем дальше. Угу. Наверное, туда мне. Я могу менять руку. Я понял, спасибо. Как-то чуть-чуть напряженненько. Есть кто? О! Дробовик. Патроны на дробовик. Не-не-не, Алан. Пока что мы справляемся с пистолетом, с ним-то мы и будем бегать. Напряженная музыка. О, привет. Ебать. Что-то у меня патроны тают потихоньку. Нет, даже... Пидор. Да, патроны тают... Черт. Патроны тают на глазах. На дробовике 8. Пацаны, нахуй идите. Так-то лучше. 14 патронов, и там их 8, плюс 2, 10, 21 патрон у меня есть. Мы куда-нибудь придем сегодня или нет? Надо вперед пройти. А вот и патроны мои закончились. А, так получше будет. Надеюсь, патроны там будут. Да. Замечательно. Что за мания? Работать топором. Хотя, с другой стороны, тут же лесники одни. Надеюсь, это кетчуп. Так, сначала мелкий, потом большой. Блять. Кто, блядь? Да ёбаный в рот. Теперь ты, пупсик. А, это ты. Адиос. Не адиос. Теперь адиос. Да, как-то с патронами прям косячок у меня. О. Ну, то есть термос. О, что пишем? А где пишем? А, вот что пишем. Дерево, с которого был сделан этот срез, начало расти в 1846 году, в год подписания Орегонского соглашения. Прочие знаменитые события отмечены на кольцах. 1853 год — образование территории Вашингтона, 1878 год — основание горнодобывающей компании Брейт Фоллс из самого города. В 1989 году Вашингтон получает статус штата. В 1929-м дерево пострадало от лесного пожара. В 70-м горнодобывающая компания Bright Falls закрывается после извержения вулкана под озером Калдрон. В 80-м, 1900 уже 80-м, извержение вулкана Лены. 1987 дерево повалено во время бури. Заебись. История дерева. У дерева жизнь пизже, чем у меня. Так. Угу, я могу сделать вот так. Замечательно. Ладно, нам патронов бы. Подождем. Это всего 5. Понял.
Shit.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares won't keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
И на
lost my
это,
gun
да
back
ёб
there.
твою мать.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
Да.
You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Да, хорошо, но мы продолжим в следующей уже серии. Спасибо, кто смотрел, и пока-пока.